of asbestos on the floor here. Okay? So, you're stepping on that, you're working, workers are stepping on that. It's going up into the air here. And you look around the corner, the air goes right into that return air fan there. RATP, return air. So this is inside the room, so anything that gets kicked up inside of this room gets sucked back into the air system. This is some of the stuff that gives me nightmares. It's so obviously in the air here, it just makes me sick. Anybody who walks in here is setting it up into the air. None of this stuff is clean. There's dust and dirt everywhere on the floors. This stuff has never been removed, and every time somebody works on it, more of it gets introduced into the air. And this is underneath the Defoe Library. Some of the stuff no one ever sees except guys who work on it. It's all over in here. I'm shooting this just to show you what can be done. This whole trailer thing here was brought down from the tar sands in Alberta because our Duff-Roblin building burnt. They relocated everybody into these temporary trailers while they rebuild the building. Now why can't they remove the asbestos from buildings one at a time and put people in trailers like this while they do it? You can never remove it by doing one room and then, like I showed you, it's just reintroduced back into the airstream with these kind of fan systems where they have return airs and tunnel systems. It's absolutely ludicrous to do it the way it's been done. And here it is. You can remove a whole population from a building and do it properly. Here's another problem place that very few people really know about. This here is a mechanical room down underneath education building. And again, all the ductwork is covered with asbestos insulation. Too much blue parging on it to show you, but you can see the bright spots. That's where the asbestos or the insulation was ripped, and they put new parging on the outside to encapsulate it. They won't clean the asbestos off the ducts here or the insulation, but they'll just clean the floor when it falls and reparge it. But we have continuously new guys coming in here, new contractors doing work, and things get ripped and things get moved, and nobody's really paying attention to this. I mean, all these ducts. There's a good one. Maybe here you can see. There may be no blue stuff, but maybe you can see the asbestos in there. Let's have a look. That gray layer underneath the canvas there is like about a quarter-inch layer of asbestos. You can see it right there. And I guess because that's overhead, there's probably, yeah, it's on the floor. I mean, you know, right where we're going and we're walking, we're stepping on it, introducing it back into the airstream off of these ducts. This whole mechanical room is a huge, big air duct that's all covered in asbestos insulation. You know? Suction, static pressure. So it's pulling a negative. So anything on top of there, if it gets loose and finds a screw hole, it's into the airstream. They have all kinds of work always going on in here. You know, there's always guys doing stuff. So this stuff is always getting disturbed. I'm gonna use a little pointer here maybe to show you that asbestos up there. It's real hard to see. That gray stuff right in there. That all underneath the canister. So that's all got that. All of this duct. It's like the size of a football field in here. So there's tons of this stuff. You know? Again, what a place to have it, where the air movement is, where the air handlers are. That means that usually anything that gets disturbed is getting sucked up into these fans. Okay, there's your fans, big fans. So any of that that's ever disturbed gets sucked right back into the building. And nobody's treating this seriously again because we all think it's safe on campus. Here's some contractors have done some work and they've just swept everything into a pile. That's bloody hazardous material. That should be all bagged and sent out of here. Sitting on the floor for the next guy to step on. Over by the floor drains. No, it's not a good thing that we do to people here. You know, we tell them that everything's good and safe and as long as it's on the pipes and nobody disturbs it. But nobody tells you that it's on the damn air ducts. On our breathing air. It's wrapping the pipes that have our breathing air. And we're doing nothing with it here. Here's one of my typical mornings. Ah, nice morning. Look, all the kids are in their classes, doing stuff. In this case, it's the basement of the education building. I think they're doing art stuff in there. Everybody's happy, and I got to go to my task, and my job's inside here. Oh, asbestos warning. Oh well, at least it's safe. Oh no, wait a minute. It's all over all the ducts that are handling the breathing air in here. And that's my mindset every day. When I first started complaining and making videos of Frank Kennedy, the running track, and they were leaving the asbestos down there, I suggested in safety meetings that we bring or get some of these past 2000 micro air samplers, ideal for asbestos sampling. You put these in your pocket and then it does an air sample during the course of the day or a job, you know, in an area. Then you send in the cartridge to get it tested, and that would tell you what areas are bad here. And seems like a simple enough solution for identifying the areas, but I guess now that you've kind of seen some of my campus tour film, you can see why we don't use air samplers here at the university. These are the air handlers in McRae Hall, the mathematics building. The exterior of these air handlers is covered in a parging of asbestos. All that white stuff underneath there, that's asbestos. There's a sheet of it. It's parged on top of the air handler, above the insulation here. So this is positively charged, or positive pressure inside. And you have your pipes going in, heating and cooling the coils.